And my answer to that question, like after I gone through high school, is that you go out and you talk to people. Talk to the people that you love. Talk to the people that are the closest to you, and like talk to God. Talk to them about what you believe in. Talk to them about what you don't believe in, and like just talk to them about what you like doing. We cannot discover or create an identity in isolation. Rather, it is negotiated through dialogue with moral values and beliefs with some communities. And what's great is that we have a community right here, right? And there are many great teachers who can guide you, and there are many different peers who you can walk down the path of life with. So use the opportunity and resources you have here now, because they will not always be there. Like for me, I'm gone. I'm pretty much leaving, so I won't have the resources and opportunity that you guys will have anymore. So take the time while you still have it. Take those opportunities, and make sure to treasure everyone here you have at the moment, because they'll not always be there, sadly. And I'm still personally working on this department myself, so don't expect yourself to know who you are in like one day. But it's a process. But once you realize who you are, it will give you so much more stability, and you won't feel as lost in life. It will also help you know what you want to do after you graduate. So pretty much TLDR, forget everything I said. No, wait, don't forget everything I said. TLDR, I'm pretty much saying you don't have to plan out your whole high school life in one sitting. Instead, take that time and energy where you try to figure out something you really can't into something that you can figure out. Stop overthinking and just take it one step at a time. Cross out the things you can't control and just take the next step. Even if it's a leap, a huge leap, or if it's just a small step, it doesn't matter. As long as you take the next step, you'll be fine. Trust. I thought I'd give this as my speech so that you don't end up like me and get a head start. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Daniel, as you can see up there, but most of you probably know me as TJ. So I'm glad to say that my time here at Bias has been pretty life-changing. Well, it should be, because I've been here since preschool 4. So if it wasn't, that's not good. So one important lesson I would like to share with you all is that don't take opportunities for granted. Trust me, this sounds very simple, and even Mr. Whitehurst said it in the beginning of chapel, but it's very important. Because sometimes opportunities show up where you can join a club or do an activity, but you decide to put it off for next year because you're sure it's going to be back, right? Well, not for me, because in my 9th grade year, I wanted to join Sea Tribes. Some of you may not even know what that is because it's been gone for so long, but I decided to pass on it because I didn't have any life skills, like at all. I couldn't cook rice, and I didn't want to be made fun of by the seniors, so I passed on it. And then, 10th grade comes around, and then what happens? The pandemic. Wow, who saw that one coming? And then, ever since then, I've never seen a Sea Tribe sign-up poster in the hallways ever again. So, in short, don't take opportunities for granted, and instead act upon them. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Fred, and I've been part of this community since 9th grade, and it's pretty sad that today is my official last day being around here, and sad to say this is my last day seeing you guys around down the hallway. And I would like to say thank you to some people that I'm gonna mention for making my last few months very memorable. So I would like to say thank you to the basketball team, both the guys and girls, because you've made my last ISAC very memorable. And also thank you to the soccer guys for being so welcoming and patient with me. Even though I can't play soccer, but you guys convinced me to play. And I would also like to say thank you to all my teachers for walking with me since I was a 9th grader. And I just want to remind you guys that time flies. I was a new student like a few years back, and now here I am making this speech. Yeah, I can't believe that this is my last day. So I would like to close my speech in a traditional way. So to everybody here, if I've ever said anything bad in any way, I would like to say sorry. And I hope that we all can still be in touch, even though I'm not part of this school anymore. Matur nuhun.
Hello. Okay. So my name is Malguin, and I'm just gonna keep it short. Just a warning. But something important that I've learned this year, that I wanted to share is what it means to move on and grow up. Hopefully, if you watch drama, you kind of know where I'm coming from, and it's no coincidence. But I just wanted to reiterate, like, what the message I picked up from the story, and that is like there's an area between like wanting to stay young forever and like staying on an island in your lives longer than it is healthy for you to, and like moving on completely and like burning that bridge behind you. And I think that includes like still choosing to grow up and move forward, but also choosing to still welcome all like the memories and everything you treasured in the past, and still like keeping that close to you. And I mean, the past can never be perfect. I know a lot of us regret a lot of things, but we don't want to remember the bad parts. We want to, I guess, remember the good parts, because they're the ones that mean that they're the ones that like in the future, if we remember, they can give us motivation to keep moving forward one day. So, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. So I know most of the people here will still be here for at least a year, but looking forward, I know there's a lot of stress approaching the time when you're about to leave, but I really encourage you to make that like special, or just think of all the things that will stick onto you once you move on. And don't just finish school just for the sake of finishing it. I'd say just embrace everything that comes on your path. And lastly, I just wanted to say thank you for the parents, the teachers, and other students that made it so that I could look back at high school and all of this in this way. I really appreciate it.
My turn. Okay. So I guess Junha said, so I'm gonna sit too. So my name is Sang Yun. It's kind of hard to pronounce, I know. It's been 10 years since I came here. So before my speech, I just wanna share a bit of my life. Before coming to Indonesia, I lived in Japan for 8 years. So I didn't know English at all. So I barely said hi. Good morning, thank you, yeah. I had a hard time communicating with my friends and teachers because I couldn't speak English fluently, and it just ruined my relationships. So first, I want to encourage you to form stronger bonds with your friends. I distanced myself from my friends last year because thanks to COVID and because I was busy studying when I was just watching YouTube. Yeah, I don't need that anyway. Yeah, so if you know you're gonna just loaf around your bed and spend time doing nothing, just go have fun with your friends, go around, go drive. I mean, if you're responsible, and go shopping with them. My second part is, don't take relationships, your friends, for granted. It's a blessing to have friends, and it is important to remember that they're doing it because they love you, and they just are your friends. Don't get comfortable from uncomfortableness. You can grow, and you can get challenged from when you have situations where you are gonna face challenges. So I just need that back so I don't remember what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and try to share your opinions, your thoughts, and share your feelings with your friends. Be honest with them, and just discuss more than just surface level stuff with your friends. I regret doing that because graduating in a week, I feel like I didn't have enough time talking with my friends with serious topics. And trust each other. I know you guys are doing that well. I learned that a relationship breaks when you backstab them or lie to them. And I've witnessed that and I've been there. So lastly, I just want to encourage you to join as many activities as possible. It was an honor with you guys, like basketball, drama, NHS, and Stuco. I don't regret. I kind of regret not joining earlier, but I do regret not being able to be brave and do that stuff. And last thing, just as how important friendship is, your relationship with God is also important. Hold on to Him. And if you need wisdom, ask Him. And if you need love, ask Him. He's there for you. I'm not saying this because I got educated from Vice, but I'm saying this because I actually believe it. Yeah, I hope this helped a bit to you today. I'm not the best senior you should listen to. You should listen to Karen or TJ or Malcolm. So I want to thank you all, and let's get back to worship.
Why don't you stand and join us for a couple more? Christ is my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand when everything around me is shaken. I've never been more glad that I put my faith in Jesus. He's never let me down. He's faithful through generations. So why would He fail now? He won't. He won't. I've still got joy in chaos. I've got peace that makes no sense. So I won't be going under. I'm not held by my own
Hi, I'm Jake, and my Korean name is Junhyun, but it's kind of lost somewhere there. No one calls me that anymore. And anyways, it was a blessing to have my whole life, pretty much my whole life spent in this school, especially in my high school year. But I regret like one thing. As I went through my and high school year and like reached puberty, I was not that vulnerable with to my parents, and I didn't show them how much I actually love them. So I just want to tell you guys to really show that how much you actually love your parents. And I honestly regret not showing my love to my parents earlier because I could have done so much more to make my parents feel loved as much as I feel loved by them. And again, this can be challenging for some people like me because, well, especially guys, because they do not tend to show emotion. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, Vice students and teachers. My name is Stephanie Kuzmana, and I've been in Vice since 2007, which is amazing. And time definitely flies because it's been 15 years since I first set foot into Vice. And all I can say is how grateful I am to be standing right now, having only a few more days till I graduate. Well, high school was a whole challenge for me, and it was a challenge that forced me to thrive, forced me to push me to my limits. High school was a process where I think I got to see myself grow the most, especially within Christ's plan for me. All throughout high school, I've always struggled with finding what my purpose, what my passion, or what university plan I would like to attend in the future. And sometimes I even felt like I was behind from my peers. What I realize now, which was a blessing in disguise, was how being in Vice, being able to approach teachers and genuinely talking to them about questions about life, about your personal problems, they've all made me realize that there's a reason God places us right where we are. God placed me in a situation where I thought I had the best plan for my future, the best university planned out for myself. And even though that intended plan in the future, it didn't work out, it took me a while to realize, but God actually gave me an even greater gift, an even greater plan for my future in university. I would just like to remind you all that God's timing is always perfect, and His ways are always better and bigger than our plans. Thank you, teachers, for my 15 years in Vice, and how much you've done to create the person I am today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of school, and I hope you use your time wisely to enjoy the small things, and always remember to keep God first before anything else. Thank you.
Hey guys. Hey. Hi. So my name is Adeline. Some of you guys know me as Ode. And yeah, I'm a graduating senior. And yeah, I just want to share a little story, a little bit about myself and how things have changed over the past 7 years I've been here. A little bit about me. So my dad always said that I was born a very bold kid. I didn't care about what others thought of me. I was just me. I did what I wanted to do, and I was really confident, felt really good about myself. But as I grew, things started to change. I started to compare myself to others. In the beginning, it started with grades, but then it slowly shifted to appearances, then talents, then intelligence, and I felt really insecure because I let these comparisons determine my self-worth. During my middle school years, I felt it all worsened as I wasn't really sure what I was good at anymore. Years passed and it's finally 9th grade. I remember dragging myself to English class, not because I disliked the subject, or the teachers or anything else, but because I felt like the dumbest one. There was this constant pressure telling me that I wasn't smart enough because I was surrounded by students that were meant to be there. Every time I was called to answer a question or was put into groups, I always hoped to meet comfort, the easy questions or people that accepted me, but it didn't always go this way. During a group discussion or a pair deck activity, I always felt anxious and worried about my answers. I was either worried that it wasn't honors or AP level enough, or that I was afraid to be judged by what others thought of me, or both at the same time. But what's funny is that this only goes around my head. Not a lot of people have underestimated me in real life for my not so AP answers, at least not in front of me. I always use the excuse that I was in honors or AP classes because I requested to be there. I wasn't actually meant to be there or supposed to be there like the rest of my peers. What started as an excuse eventually became something I believed. I remember crying once I got home, and what was once a worry for one class slowly became a worry for another. This made me hate going to school. I didn't see the point or use of going there if I was just going to suffer. But then there was a moment in my life where it all changed. Thanks to the people I have in my life, I saw encouragement and hope. They continue to support, pray, and trust that I can overcome the struggle, even though I continuously look down on myself and be pessimistic. They continue to support, pray, and trust. And yeah, as time went on, I was slowly able to gain confidence and grow. It first started with trying to be active in discussions, then having the bravery to present different opinions from my peers, then trying out new things for myself, which is evident in my senior year. Thanks to a friend who forced me to join the school activities, I was able to see value and worth in myself. I learned that I have things that I enjoy doing and can be used for good use. When I signed up for drama, praise team, and bias times during the last months of my 11th grade year, I was skeptical, scared, and worried. I was afraid that I will go through the same thing all over again, like the 9th grade years. But to my surprise, it definitely went better than I thought. Not only was I able to seek value and talent, but I also met really cool, crazy friends. So I hope this can be encouragement to you guys that are maybe experiencing the same thing. I can agree that going out of your comfort zone can be scary and worrisome, but maybe if you give it a try, it may not be as bad as you think. Thank you.
Hey, why don't all the seniors stand up? Just come right up here for just a moment. Come on, guys. Come on quickly. We're a few minutes over. But we do want to just take a moment and pray over you guys before we dismiss. If some of you teachers just want to come up and maybe lay a hand on the shoulder of one of these students, why don't we just pray over them, and all of you classmates, just stretch your hands towards these seniors. Haven't they blessed us today with these words? So amazing. Come on, give them a round of applause. So good. So encouraging. And man, we just want to pray over them as they go out. So stretch your hands towards them if you want to join us in prayer, and let's bless them right now. God, we thank you so much for these seniors. We thank you for what they have imparted into our life today through these words. Wow. What amazing words of encouragement and affirmation they have filled us with. And not only that, amazing words of faith. We receive that, and we thank you for their ministry to us today. We also thank you for the friendships and the relationships that they have built here at Bice that I know have just blessed so many. And we know as they leave Bice that they go out into this world as difference makers and as world changers. And we send them now, Lord, in your blessing. We do pray the prayer of blessing over them, God, that you would bless them and keep them, that you would make your face shine upon them and be gracious to them, that you would turn your face towards them and give them peace in everything that they do. In your strong name, we pray and give you thanks. Amen. Come on, guys, one more time. Give it up for these seniors. Thank you, guys. All right, I know we're a few minutes over, but the worship team's going to go back up and close us out with a song. If you need to go ahead and be dismissed, you can go ahead and file out. But if you just want to stand up and worship with the worship team, one final song, as soon as they're done, it's dismissed. But if you need to go now, please feel free to go now. Worship team, great job today. Haven't you enjoyed worship, guys? They've been great. Yep. Come on, play us out, guys.
What is it?
Inside Out.
A thousand times I've failed, still your mercy remains. Why should I stumble again? to you.
Thank you guys. You're dismissed.